Welcome to AmA Media.
So sit back, relax, kick your feet up, and most of all enjoy. Much love.
They don't do interviews or write self-promoting memoirs, though some definitely know how to strike a pose. Yet animals have been capturing the public's imagination for centuries. Some have impressed with their loyalty and devotion, and others have garnered attention for saving lives. A few have even changed the course of history. Although the list of notable animals is lengthy, we've highlighted 8 critters we think you should know. Laika or Laika the dog. First living creature sent into space, onboard Soviet spacecraft Sputnik 2. Sputnik 2 launched from Baikonur Cosmodrome, Kazakhstan, November 3, 1957. Laika died hours or 4 days after launch from stress and overheating. On November 3, 1957, Laika made history by becoming the first living creature to be launched into Earth's orbit. It was a remarkable journey for the mixed-breed stray, who had been living on the streets of Moscow. But although Laika became well known, her true story took years to be told. Although Laika was always expected to perish during the mission, it was believed that she would die a relatively painless death from a lack of oxygen. Her demise, however, proved more traumatic than expected. The terrified dog's pulse rate tripled after takeoff, and the cabin of Sputnik 2 reached more than 90 degrees Fahrenheit 32 degrees Celsius. Within 7 hours she was dead, though Soviet officials continued to claim Laika was alive for 9 days. At that point they stated that she had been euthanized with poisoned dog food before her oxygen ran out. It was not until 2002 that her sad fate was publicly revealed. In 2015 the killing of a 13-year-old lion made international headlines and shone a harsh spotlight on trophy hunting. The large, black-maned Cecil was beloved by visitors to Zimbabwe's Wang National Park. He was known for his distinctive appearance and his apparent comfort with humans. In July 2015 a hunting party used an elephant carcass to lure Cecil away from the protected game preserve. A dentist from Minnesota ultimately killed the lion with a compound bow. Cecil's head was then severed and taken as a trophy. The incident sparked worldwide outrage and raised awareness about the big business of trophy hunting. The man who killed Cecil reportedly paid $50,000. Supporters of such hunting argue that it can help the local economy and may actually encourage conservation efforts, since animals become an important financial asset. Detractors, however, cite the ethical issues of killing living creatures and note that corruption and lack of regulation often hamper conservation efforts. In a sad footnote to Cecil's story, his 6-year-old son Xanda was killed by big game hunters in 2017. During the height of the Great Depression, the racehorse Seabiscuit captured the American public's imagination with a rags-to-riches story that resonated with millions. Knobbly-kneed and supposedly lazy, the American thoroughbred lost his first 17 races. He was eventually sold to a new owner and given an unconventional trainer known for rejuvenating discarded horses. Under the latter's guidance, Seabiscuit was transformed into a champion. In a legendary race with Triple Crown winner War Admiral in 1938, Seabiscuit came from behind to win by 4 lengths. He went on to be named Horse of the Year. An injury in 1939 ended his career. At the time of his retirement, Seabiscuit had won 33 races and a total of $437,730, then a record for American thoroughbreds. His unlikely success made him a national phenomenon, and he became known as the People's Champion. In 1925 Nome, Alaska, was facing a deadly outbreak of diphtheria. Although an antitoxin was available, getting it to the remote town became challenging amid horrendous winter conditions. It was ultimately decided that teams of Siberian Huskies would carry the life-saving serum more than 670 miles, 1,078 kilometers, from Nenana to Nome. In the Great Race of Mercy, as it became known, 20 teams of dogs battled whiteout conditions and frigid temperatures to reach Nome in an incredible 127.5 hours. Balto, the lead dog on the last leg, became one of the most honored canines in history. A statue of him stands in New York City's Central Park. However, some believe Togo is the true hero. Although Balto, who was 6 years old, covered 53 miles, 85 kilometers. The 12-year-old Togo raced across 264 miles, 425 kilometers. In more recent years, Togo has received more attention and is the subject of a 2019 movie. The Iditarod Trail Sled Dog Race commemorates the Serum Run. Thanks to the homing pigeon Cher AmA, some 550 members of the U.S. Army's 77th Division were reportedly saved during World War I. This heroic story took place in October 1918, when the so-called Lost Battalion became trapped behind German lines during the Meuse-Argonne offensive. An already bad situation worsened when American artillery, unaware of the 77th Division's predicament, started shelling its position. With German forces drawing closer and casualties mounting, the division's commander, Maj. Charles Whittlesey, deployed his homing pigeons, only to see them downed, one, by enemy fire. Cher AmA was reportedly the division's last pigeon. The major wrote a final desperate message, which he affixed to one of Cher AmA's legs, and launched the bird into the sky. It was reported that the bird flew directly into heavy German fire and was almost immediately struck in the chest. Though severely wounded, Cher AmA again took to the air amid a barrage of German bullets. He was said to have flown 25 miles, 40 kilometers, in about 30 minutes and delivered the message to U.S. forces, which rescued the battalion. Cher AmA suffered serious injuries, one of which required his leg to be amputated, and he died in 1919. Although Cher AmA received numerous honors, later research has questioned the veracity of his alleged heroic exploits. Another stray dog makes our list. In 1917 Stubby, as he became known, befriended members of the 102nd Infantry, 26th Yankee Division, who were training in the United States. When the soldiers shipped out, the dog was smuggled aboard and soon became a favorite of the troops. He was later taken to the front lines, where he went from unofficial mascot to an invaluable asset. Stubby developed the ability to detect poisonous gases, including mustard gas, and he would quickly alert soldiers of a gas attack. He also was skilled at locating wounded soldiers, and he played a key role in the capture of a German spy. Stubby later became the first dog to be promoted to the rank of sergeant in the U.S. Army. After the war he received many awards and became the mascot of Georgetown University in Washington, D.C. In 1996 the first clone of an adult mammal was born, a female Finn Dorset sheep named Dolly. British developmental biologist Ian Wilmot and colleagues of the Roslin Institute, near Edinburgh, had created her by using electrical pulses to fuse the mammary cell of a ewe with an unfertilized egg cell, the nucleus of which had been removed. The announcement in 1997 of Dolly's birth marked a milestone in science, dispelling decades of presumption that adult mammals could not be cloned and igniting a debate concerning the many possible uses and misuses of mammalian cloning technology. Dolly remained alive and well long after her birth, with a functional heart, liver, brain, and other organs.
Thanks for watching this video. I hope you come back soon. So till the next time, much love.